Okay, this is a session about goal setting in sport, particularly football. Builds a little bit on the stuff we did before. This one should actually go before the one on imagery. It's a little bit backwards, but bear with me. Okay, so success is a journey, not a destination. The doing is often more important than the outcome. That's from a famous tennis player called Arthur Ashe. Very important. So we don't focus on winning or losing. Very deliberately as coaching, we never talk about winning or losing. If you do the right things, i.e., on the journey, then winning will come as a byproduct. Okay, that'll take care of itself. Okay, so goal setting is a technique we can use. It can help with your commitment, concentration, confidence, preparation, developing new areas for improvement, particularly in PIP sessions, coping under pressure. Okay, so you often think that we want a nice smooth ride. Okay, but in reality, particularly in sport and anything you do in life that you want to be successful, there's a lot of obstacles that you have to overcome. Okay, so it's not a nice, easy, smooth path, and nor should it be. Okay, we need to go over these obstacles and under these obstacles to kind of build something called resilience. Okay, which is basically determination and coping under pressure. So you can have long-term goals. These can be split into medium-term goals, which can be split into short-term goals, called process goals. So like I said before, it's about the journey, not the destination. Okay, so if you focus on the processes and the potential obstacles, the results will take care of themselves. Okay, so for example, rather than thinking of winning or scoring goals, we're thinking of getting shots on target. Okay, so rather than playing a fantastic pass, we might think of completing the pass. Okay, so it's the process, not the outcome. Okay, so obstacles that you might face as a footballer might be injury, being left out, particularly when you get older. We don't have rolling subs, and personal problems that might happen at school, at home, or whatever. So if we're aware of these and know that they might happen, then we're better equipped to cope with them rather than just thinking it's going to be plain sailing. Okay, so if you imagine it like a journey, so the destination is here. So if we're going to London, that's the journey. Okay, so a bit like your development as an academy player, in this case, getting to London would be like signing a pro contract. Okay, so these would be the phases on the way through. So foundation phase, youth development phase, scholars, under 23s, and so on. Okay, so we need to be aware of that destination, so know where we're going rather than just kind of uh, coasting through. I know that there's different routes that we can actually take, and everyone will probably take a different route to different people. Okay, so each route will have its own obstacles and traffic jams. Okay, but be aware that they exist, and that's half the battle. Okay, so what do these smaller chunks look like? How do they relate to training and games? So we get basically a 6 by 6 week season, obviously plus pre-season, and within that you get 5 topics and 1 week to consolidate, and then you get PIPs, personal improvement plans, which you basically as players will do yourself with guidance from the coaches. Okay, so week by week, day by day, little improvements on the journey, and then that will make us get to the destination in better shape. Okay, so it's the little things you do, like in PIPs, like in the stuff we said in the practice session yesterday. Okay, that we do it properly, we do it seriously. So we need to set these goals, like I say, so presumably goals would be you want to become a professional footballer. You may take it further. You want to play in the Premier League. You want to play for England. You want to win the World Cup. But if we're just thinking of that, that's going to distract us from what we're doing. So we need to break it down into smaller, manageable chunks, what we call medium-term goals. Okay, so if we're going season by season or 6 week block, it might be scoring, uh, achieve a score of 8+ in all matches, 8 out of 10. It might be score 25 goals this season. It might be achieving all your ILOs through PIPs for each 6 week block. Okay, and then we obviously need to break that down into the short term stuff. So to get to the long and the medium term, for example, if I'm a midfielder, I might say to myself, I'm going to get 75% of my shots on target. Okay, I'm going to complete 80% passes. I'm going to complete 75% tackles. Okay, so these are all processes. Again, with the first one, I'm not thinking about scoring. I'm thinking about getting shots on target. Okay, so if we can make that the same for training and matches to get ourselves into good habits, like I said, if you focus on the processes, results will take care of themselves. Shots on target will become goals. And this may be something you can display in the dressing room at some point. This is a very famous saying by, again, very famous coach, American football coach called Vince Lombardi, who a lot of people like Alex Ferguson will quote a lot of the time. We didn't lose the game, we just run out of time. Okay, so in terms of journey, not the destination, uh, we never lose, we just run out of time. Okay, so that makes us focus on what we're doing and keep focusing on the processes rather than getting distracted and thinking of winning or losing, which is where everyone starts to play as individuals, tries to win games on their own. Okay, we always play as a team.